Hey guys, it's me Kate again. So this video is my TBR for 2022 round of Bookopolathon hosted by Becca and the Books. I'll leave her announcement video down below. You have all the rules, all the stuff down there. So let's go on to the role number 1. So here we are. This is first year that I printed out the boards and chance and community cards because I got the printer which is right that thing over there. So let's go with the roll number. This is the size that will fit probably in my bullet journal, so just so you know. Let's go with number 1. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which is spring so cover. That reminds me of spring. Okay. So roll number 1 ended up being spring so cover. That reminds me of spring. And for that I'll be reading Loki by Mackenzie Lee. So, Loki Where Mischief Lies by Mackenzie Lee. This is about reimagined backstory of Loki, and he's set into 19th century London to save the day. So let's go on to the roll number 2. Roll number 2. It's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Published or set between 2000 and 2019. Okay. So what is in roll number 2 end up being? Let me just check the board. So roll number 2 ended up being set and published or set between 2000 and 2019. I managed to find a book that was published in between, and that's The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue by Mackenzie Lee. This was published in 2017. In this one we are following Monty, who is just about to go on to his grand tour with his best friend and his who he may or may not be in love with, and his little sister. Then roll number 3. Now roll number 3. It's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10. So random letter generator. Okay. Land us on random number generator. Roll number 3. We land on random letter generator, and I generated it before I'm filming this, and I got letter R. And for that letter, I'll be reading Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. This is first book in Red Queen series, in which our following Mara, who is a red. And in this world, the reds do not have magic and silvers do. One day, Mara finds out she does have magic, which leads her into really a lot of trouble. Then, after a little while, then let's go on to the roll number 4, which is a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mood read. I don't want to mood read, so we'll roll again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Chance card, which is that's question mark, and it's Here's to Us. Okay, that's actually the book that was on my TBR for September. Got because chance card I rolled again, I have to choose 2 cards, so Takana and Hana volume 1. Roll number 4, I landed with chance cards, and I had to choose 2 of them, and they end up being Here's to Us by Becca, and Adam Silvera, and Takana and Hana volume 1 by Yuki Shiwasu. Both of those books are currently in the other room, and so I don't have them with me, but Here's to Us is equal to What If It's Us, in which are following Ben and Arthur, who meet at the New York post office and go on to a series of disastrous dates. And Takana and Hana is about a girl whose father works in this firm, and one day owner of the company, which is this old grandpa, sees her older sister while she's with their dad at work, and asks her to come to arrange a marriage between her and his grandson. But Hannah's sister really doesn't want to go, so Hannah takes her place instead, and stuff goes from there. And then let's go into the roll number 5. It's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 TBR. Which one? I actually read all of them, so I'll have to roll again. It's a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I forgot. Now we landed on roll that dice roulette. Okay, let's roll dice. See what number we get. 3. Okay, let's see what number 3 is. And now I landed on a dice roulette, and I had to choose 2 books. One I rolled, and I rolled the number in the video, but I couldn't find another book between those numbers, so I rolled another second time off camera, and so first time I got to 3, second time I got to 5, and usually does this. No, this one does not meet the criteria, but for 3, so for dice roulette time I got 3. I am reading Ramayana, a short and modern prose version of Indian epic by Arkin Ryan. This is Indian epic in which are following King Rama, who is banished from his kingdom, and the demon king steals his wife, and it's their fight. And off camera I got to 5, and for that I'll be reading Thousand Nights by E.K. Johnson, and this one is retelling of 1001 Nights, but set in an Arabian desert, in which are following a girl who is always second to her more beautiful sister. And one day when the king is coming and he is planning to take the most beautiful girl in their village to be his wife, she decides to take her sister's place, because all of the king's prior wives actually died. And because I'm reading this, I'll also read its sequel, Spindle, which are following a couple of 100 years later a group of kids who are on a quest to save their princess, and this is retelling on fighting Sleeping Beauty, if I'm remembering correctly. And then the last roll onto our season, hopefully last roll. It's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's community and prompt is, these are 2, 2022 release. Okay, we actually got community shelf, which ended up being 2022 release, and I'm not entirely sure if this book was released in 2022. Yeah, it says text copyright in 2021, but I'm pretty sure that this edition was only available in Croatia in 2022, because it was published at the very end in November of 2021, so we are counting it because I actually live in Croatia, not to US, and it's Aurora's End. But because it's last book in a by Amy Kaufman, but because this is the last book in a series, I also have to read the book and reread the book prior to it, and that's Aurora Burns by Amy Kaufman and J. Christoph. So these are second and third book in Aurora cycle series, in which are following Squad 312, which is basically a band of misfits, because their squad leader Tyler was late to his graduation ceremony, and instead of picking the best, he ends up bottom of the barrel, and now it's up to these guys to save the galaxy. I actually read all the books in this series already. This one only this year, but I think it's due to a reread. So yeah, yeah, that's it for this video. As I said, I'll leave the announcement video down below. Down below, so also have my social media, my email, and some other stuff, and I'll see you in the next one.